Good morning. It's Brittanie Zwart coming to you live from St. Louis. We have some gorgeous weather on deck today. I have taken a little break from doing meditations in case you realized. I got kind of overwhelmed by some other things going on and wasn't slowing down and doing the meditations for myself, which meant I wasn't doing them for you. So I've been feeling kind of like I better get back to it. Not exactly sure what today's will be. I'm thinking about intention setting. I have a very busy week ahead, some things that got pushed into this week from some other time off, and so feeling excited but also a little stressed. It's going to be a big week, and so I'm thinking about kind of future focused. Like, how do I want to feel when the week is done? I have some goals, I have some projects that hopefully by the time the week is done I'll be on the other side of, and so thinking about how do we set an intention for that and maybe put my notice on that, if that makes sense. And so maybe you too have a busy week ahead. And so taking this moment of stillness is maybe what you're going to get for the next 5 days. This might be what I get for the next 5 days, you know? Even the evenings are packed. This is not common for me. I don't do this. I don't like doing overscheduled. It's just not a thing. So let's do that. Let's do some intention setting for a busy week ahead. And so I'm going to invite you to close your eyes with me. I'm taking a deep breath in. I notice it's short. So I'm going to focus on lengthening my breath for the next few breaths. When I'm doing this, I'm breathing in for about 4, holding for 4, and then trying to slow the exhale to a count of 8 if possible. Do not stress your body if it's not ready to slow to that speed. Breath work takes time. So breathing in. I'm imagining my calendar. I invite you to do the same and notice what happens in your body. For me, I get shorter breath, maybe a little more constriction in the chest area, maybe even a little around the eyes, like, oof, there's just a lot coming up, and I want to do a good job for everybody. I want to show up for everybody. I want to show up for myself. What would that be like, showing up for myself? I wonder what that answer looks like for you. Right now it means taking this moment, even though it's another thing on my to-do list. It also will help me feel centered and calm. So I'm imagining my calendar, like I said, and I invited you to do the same. And with that, I'm noticing some tension in my body. So I'm going to roll my neck. I've been having a neck problem, so you'll notice I'm not rolling it very far. There we go. Noticing my breath slow down. Maybe yours is doing the same. Settling into my body. Noticing my sit bones. My legs are crisscross. Yours might be on the ground. Maybe they're in front of you. Maybe you're laying down. Wherever you are, noticing where your root, your foundation, your security lies. When I think about my schedule for the week, I think about all the faces I'll get to see, all the stories I'll get to hear, all the guidance to provide, not just clients, but I'm in trainings, doing supervision, colleague projects. So I'm thinking about all of the different creative parts of myself that will get to show up this week, borrowing from different parts of my brain and different energies. Maybe that aligns with my sacral chakra, where I get to be more creative and playful. And then I'm thinking about, how do I want to feel at the end of the week? I have a part coming in that's like, you're going to feel tired, you might want to cry. I don't know about you, but crying is how I release stress sometimes, and so if that's a thing that happens for me, that's okay, and I invite it and welcome it if that's something that's meant to happen. I also wonder if at the end of the week I can feel excited, grateful, proud, relieved. What am I looking forward to? I have an image of my head of my children coming home at around the same time that I'll be done with all of my projects and my meetings and us greeting each other. Maybe you have a thing that is your ritual or your favorite thing to do at the end of the week. Some people have Friday night pizza parties with their family. They like to stay in, they like to go out. What is something you do for just you? Kind of the carrot at the end of a long week to work towards. I'm going to give you a minute to imagine what is that thing you're looking forward to. Now that you've got the image in your head of the thing that you're looking forward to at the end of the week, the reward, the relaxation, or the peace, however you want to describe it, I wonder how you want to feel showing up to that reward or that moment. You want to feel calm, happy, proud, relieved, peaceful, hopeful, accomplished. It can be more than one thing, but how are you wanting to feel? And together, let's pair the way I want to feel with that image of the work week being done and arriving at the thing I'm looking forward to. Notice what happens in your body when you pair the feeling with the moment. For me, I notice a feeling of relief in my body, like we talked about, and I notice that by feeling expansion in my lungs when I take a deep breath, feeling lighter in my shoulders, feeling a smile on my face, all of that, blending the somatics with the emotional and the visual. And if you're familiar with butterfly tapping, something I've taught some of you before, I want to install this sensation, this feeling, and this image into my nervous system as the thing that I'm going to look forward to at the end of the week. Bringing my hands to my tapping position, I'm going to start slow. Tapping left, right, tap, tap. When I'm doing this, I'm telling my nervous system, tap. I want to remember this. Tap. I want to remember this moment. Tap. This thing I'm looking forward to. And I also want my nervous system to know it feels good. I don't want it to get its wires crossed and tell me any different. So I'm saying, hey, when I see this moment, I feel happy. I feel relaxed. I feel accomplished. Maybe even energized. And when I feel those things, my body feels this way. Maybe a light stomach, shoulders back, head high, lungs full. And keep doing your tapping, and we're going to slow it down a little more. I'm stopping my tapping, but you're welcome to continue. I'm just feeling myself held in this space, taking some deep breaths. And when you're ready, coming back to your eyes, inviting lightness, awakening, opening for the return. And with that, let's have a good week, shall we? See you soon.